So we are in next round of the league here, and I'm debating actually playing my Jinteki deck, but I'm actually gonna hold off, even though I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just gonna wait. So I actually rolled a physical dice to determine who's gonna go first. So I literally rolled a die. So what do I want to do with this hand? Actually, that's a terrible hand against Gabe because I have nothing that can stop him early. So, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is not optimal here, but hopefully the draw will get us some nice little cheap pieces of ice. The one Eli and the hedge fund and the Eve I like, but a Janice and a Heimdall too, and one opening hand is a little rough. So the data pike is great though. That is for sure. So we're gonna put that on HQ so he cannot click through it, and we're gonna put that on RD. So actually that data pike really changed a lot for us. So I doubt he's going to click through here. He'll probably just jack out and then run HQ.
Login rejected.
Yep. So this is nice. Get to hit him for 2 credits here. And
login rejected.
With having the Eve campaign in hand, that's optimal, really. Because it's going to be now really hard for him to find a way to trash that Eve without really hurting his pace. So bronze is a great card. So I normally would want to consider putting that bronze on archives to stop the sneak door, but at this time we don't have any agendas in hand, so he does play sure gamble, so he gets a little money back. And then dirty laundries. So he's going to be here, what, at 12? Let's see what he does with the Eve. I'd be surprised if he trashes it without me resing it. Alright, well. I guess I'm going to be a little risky. I'm going to res it. I draw 2 in the Ichi. So, okay, I don't have an agenda yet. And the Ichi will actually go really nice in archives if he plays a sneak door. So, I'm going to bronze this because he has a fair number of credits. And I actually want to spend more time here in the early game having resources to start locking him out than shutting him down economically. Because that's going to be a little bit harder to do with his credit advantage, so I might as well take this money. Normally, I really want him to trash it, but when he got that huge burst of econ there, I'm just going to play it in a way that I can hopefully make sure I'm getting money, so I can ice things up and lock him out. And I'm just going to put this here for now. I'll probably end up putting something else there eventually, but now what I'm going to do is that's kind of a weird run there. I don't know why he'd just run Archives Bear just to make a credit. But anyway, That's cool too. I think that piece of ice maybe sort of signaled to him that maybe we're trying to protect something in hand when we're really not. So, thankfully, the draw after our opening hand has been quite good. So there's our first agenda. So let's take a card. And let's take another card. So now we have a nice full hand to protect that 3-point agenda. He just showed his perfectly willing to inside job HQ. Happy he didn't shut anything down after that. That's for sure. But I think next step is probably get that Heimdall 2 over HQ. Or if I draw a toll booth. But I'm definitely going to need to get something over HQ fast, because there he grabs a Gordian Blade. So he's ready to start attacking. But I really got to say I like my position here, because he's down to 3 credits. In fact, I like the wall static here even better on HQ for now. Or do I? Actually, no, I don't. Because I'm going to probably end up icing this server HQ 3 deep. In fact, let's just do it now. Okay. So, what I effectively did there, and why I did it, is I wanted to get make sure that he couldn't just simply inside job my Heimdall 2, access HQ and shut it down. If he's going to inside job now, I have a nice cheap res to protect my Heimdall 2. So, my goal is to get him to start throwing siphons away. That's always a nice thing to see. Let's take a card. Eve campaign looks good. I think I definitely made the right play to let this trickle, because now I'm in a position to be able to res ice and shut him down a little bit. And honestly, it's games like this where the data pike really shines, because without him playing Yogg, he's now going to have to pay 2 credits every time he wants to run a data pike, as opposed to a Yogg where it's free, or opposed to Enigma where he can run on the last click and discount a credit. And although that might not seem like a big deal, just sort of on the surface, you compound that over several runs and it adds up significantly. So, starting to like our position even more here. Take another card. Jackson. So, 30 credits. We got ice everywhere. I don't know what's not to like right now. Yeah, he's not getting through this. So he's going to blind siphon here. Very, very courageous play. Just simply going to stop him with a barrier.
Login rejected. Login rejected.
Very interesting play, but we'll say optimistic. How about that? It's an optimistic play. Could have worked. Easily could have worked. And I think it might be the first sign of maybe him showing a little desperation. And I don't blame him. Honestly, the Red Coats deck handles Gabe as well as anything I've seen. I mean, if Gabe doesn't win in the first, like, 5-10 turns against this deck, it's extremely difficult to come back. And I'm thinking we're a little flooded here. So, let's see if we can just push at least one of these agendas out. No need to hang on to 2 3-pointers at this time. Plus, I don't mind doing the draw there to find... now I can find an Ash. the game is going to be feeling pretty good. So, I think I'm just going to let him trash it. Well, nah, I guess I'll remove it. We got plenty of econ we can recurse here, so
Login rejected.
it's definitely not going to hurt to see another restructure. I mean, we can totally seal this game up here, I think, here. Snowball. What an interesting splash. What an interesting splash. I'm going to have to ask him about that one. Okay, so Archives is now officially a pain in the butt to run. Let's take another card. Okay, well, one way or the other here, with all these agendas showing up, I think I need to make it a mission to try and score. Hostage, interesting. Katie Jones. Yeah, so this is the best time to push an agenda. Because I'm either A, gonna score, or B, give him a lot of pain. So let's just go for a 3-pointer. I probably could have made the same play, install advance on a beta test, just to be a little bit safer, but I feel pretty confident here, and with him taking, yeah, he's not trying to run, so we have this score on lock. And of course I'm going to res a Janus. Actually, I could res the Heimdall too and save the Janus as a surprise. Yeah, I think we're going to win this. I guess we'll just res the Janus. It's a Janus. Throw away the agenda. Doubt the Archives is going to be the first server he's going to want to run. And I have that Jackson in hand. So, ooh, E3, that's a nice card for him. That's a really nice card for him. I don't think it's going to be quite enough. Especially once I see an Ash. Wow, starting to see the agendas come in. I'm going to try and induce a run here. He may or may not take the bait. But if he doesn't, I think I'll just res it and wait for that Ash. Try and score again. Let's see if he comes in with a siphon here. Nope, he's going to make the run. Okay, good. This is what we want. So it's going to cost him 2 clicks and $1, $4, $5. That's a pretty good bargain for him. Man, that E3 helps him so much. It's unbelievable. But like a big fat 2.0 ice up there, like a Victor, would be tough to deal with. But nonetheless, we got him to take the money off Katie and make this run. It's going to cost him 3 clicks and what did I say, 5 credits. So it's costing him a lot of time, not as much money, I guess. Although it's costing him some money. but it's definitely costing him time. So overall, that's a huge win for us there. Let's res it, and as soon as we see an ash, things are going to be quite good. So let's see. Eli. Eli's got to go somewhere. Let's put him on the remote. 1, 2, 3. Draw a card. See another data pike. Perfect. Just more money it's going to cost him to run things. So let's put that here. 1, 2, 3. And it's so nice in games like this where I can get such an economic boost, because it allows me to just play all the ice I want, res all the ice I want, and life is just miserable for the runner, particularly Gabe, when this happens. So I can't count my chickens before they hatch, because he's still in this game. So, but nonetheless, runs in R&D for him are going to be difficult to find what he's looking for. It's going to be hard to find agendas in my R&D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already out. 5 out of 8, so there's 3 out of 24 cards are agendas in there. And pretty much I draw an action every game, I would say. There it is. So, I believe we're going to have plenty of money to shut him out. Yeah, I mean, he won't be able to run that server twice. There's no way. And I'll have enough money to win any trace I want. So, I think even with an account siphon, honestly, if he comes in, I can still res everything. And let's just go to score this. Because our hand is looking a little scary. So, no reason to wait. Let's just, I mean, Gabe eventually is going to want to get in our hand, so. But it's going to cost him a lot of money to get through here. And then at best, he's just going to be able to trash the ash. So he's going to try and leave himself another run, maybe another click to try and run the server again, but he's not going to be able to do it. It's going to cost him way too much. So now we res ash. He gets Desperado credit. So he gets the credit. And then I run the trace. Okay, so he's going to be effectively at 8 when he gets his credit. So it starts at 4. So if we pay 5, just confirm he has no link on the table. So boosting it, a trace 5 will make it 9. He will not be able to break it. And the best he can do is trash the ash. So he'll be at 5 credits, and that's not enough to get through again. So we're going to score this ABT. I'm going to run it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've seen approximately half our ice, and approximately half of our deck that's left is ice. So, and there's now 2 agendas left in there. I have a Jackson in hand that I can get on the table, so I mean, let's just run it. It's almost silly, but there's another agenda, so there's absolutely no reason to not run it. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't see any way that he's gonna win this game. I mean, this is absurd, right? So we're gonna install that, advance that once. I mean, this is silly. And sadly, for Gabe players, if they don't win early against this deck, this is unfortunately their fate. And yeah, it really can shut down a strong identity. It's nice to see that. He didn't get any siphons on me this game. So, feel pretty good about how this one went down. And yeah, so this is going to put us on 16 points with another game to go. He's going to do his best to just try and scavenge one, but I think I have 1, 2, 3, I have 1 in the archives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I have 1 in the entire deck. What is it, a priority wreck? Yeah. So if he finds it, at least, you know, he'll have 3 points. But not in the cards for him. Not today. Whew. Wow. I gotta say, the deck looked pretty good that game. So, there you go. We're going to start the next game, so let's pause it.